What's up, everybody? It's finally here, Cities Skylines 2. I am so excited to be playing this. We are here, we're playing it. It's Friday. That means welcome back to What the Friday with our first run-in with Cities Skylines 2. I haven't played anything yet. I've just messed around with a few of my settings to get it to run at around 60 frames per second. I have tested it. I saw it on a map was still running at 60 frames per second. So let's just get into it. Let's start a brand new game. In we go. Now, what map should we pick? Now, obviously, I'm going to have to decide without you guys even being here and helping me in the comments. And I don't know. I think we want to go Northern Hemisphere somewhere. This is the Northern Hemisphere. This is a bit much for me. I prefer bigger chunks of land like this one. We could also go San Francisco. That is an exclusive for buying the big pack. Yeah, I got that one. I did. I really am excited for this game. Barrier Island, maybe. I'm not sure. Mountain Village. I don't think there's enough water in there for me. I do want something with water. Could go for the fjords. Windy fjords in the southern hemisphere. No, I don't want that. Waterway Pass. San Francisco sweeping play. I mean, they all look absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go for the River Delta. I feel like this is where we're going to build. It is going to be epic. That's what we're going to go for. We're going to go with the River Delta. We got access to all of the things. We got access to all of the resources. Buildable area 42%. It's in the Northern Hemisphere. And the climate is from -4 to 34 degrees C. And we're keeping it European. Because, you know, I am European. So let's go. Start game. That's definitely not what it's going to be called. We are undecided on a name. I'm going to ask you to give me some choices. Give me some options. Leave me some comments what you think we should call our first city in Cities Skylines 2. Because I am actually not sure. We're going to have left-hand drive. We're going to have a right-hand drive. Left-hand traffic. I don't know which way around it is. We'll put it on. Switches to left-hand road traffic when checked. No, we'll take it off. I can't think of which way around it's supposed to be. Where do we drive on the road in England? We drive on the left. So we're going to go left-hand traffic. There we go. I'm going to disable the tutorials. We're keeping natural disasters on. I didn't have the natural disasters DLC in the first game. So this is going to be a bit of a new experience to me. We're not going to unlock all, and we're certainly not going to do unlimited money. So there we go. That's our settings. Is there any other settings we can play with? I don't think so. Let's get into it. Here we are then in a River Delta. It doesn't look too great from back here, so let's zoom in just a little bit. Here's our starting grid. Looking pretty good. We've got obviously our main highway coming up through here. Then nipping down into a cheeky little roundabout before our first squared section. Not sure how I feel about that. How does it look? It feels like it's a little off. Maybe I need to change some settings. I'm now running at 75 frames per second, or there and thereabouts. So it's doing all right. It's definitely doing all right. Not doing too bad. We've got electrical supply coming in here, so we're going to need to sort that out. And do we have any groundwater? I do know a little bit about this game. I've watched some people play some videos on YouTube. The people who got wonderful early access, congratulations to all you guys. You've made some fantastic content, and I've loved it. We do have some groundwater in here and up here as well, so we do need to worry about that. The water flow is quite easy, so this is all going out. So our first sewage outlet could be down here somewhere, so we can worry about that in a moment. But we do need to get set up, and I'm not sure how I feel about this road setup. So I'm going to change lots of this for a moment, and I'll be back with you in just a second. So here's where we're at so far. I have changed a few of my graphics settings just to make it look a little bit better. We're just running just under 60 frames per second at the moment, but it's still looking pretty good. So I brought this highway all the way back from like down here just to up here where there's a mini roundabout going into the 4-lane road. I just had to put two one-way roads in there just to finish it off. Little roundabout, side street and side street if we need them. Both asymmetrical roads. And then a 4-lane swinging off all the way down here. But we've got one asymmetrical road which is going to come into our first sort of housing area or first living area where we'll start putting in houses and some commercial. It follows off down. Then we've got another mini roundabout here. Then we just got a 2-lane highway that does come off here and just nips off into the distance outside of the city there. Or, sorry, into this part and then outside of the city down here somewhere. What is that? Oh, showing me where the connections are. Fair, I can see it now. But anyway, so that's that bit done. So now we want to get some sort of a grid section in here. Now, with the road tool, you've now got this little one here, grid section. If you just click on the end of this road and click on the end of this road and then drag to wherever you want it to be and click again, it'll give you the direction so you can keep it as straight as you want it. You know, if I would go out to here, go out to there, click again, and then you just make a giant grid if you want to. I'm not going for a massive, massive grid. I'm just going to start us off with a little 4-way grid. There we go. That's the biggest. I don't want to go too big. So we'll go like there for a 4-way grid going that way. I'm going to do the same at the other direction. Make sure I get it about the same. Oh, you don't get the extra information. Oh, that's going to make my life a little bit difficult. But we'll say go to there and then go up with the grid and then try and keep it in line. Roughly about right. Yeah, that'll do there. And then what we can do is bring this side road into here. So you got a way straight off the highway into the housing, or you can come down into the main city. This main first square, I think, is going to be sort of like a shopping district. Not on this road, not on our main sort of central road. We'll come back to that one a little bit later on. But before we throw any services in, we need to get some electricity in. We also need to get some of that groundwater. How do I get to the groundwater screen? There we go. Oh, nice and easy. Groundwater pumping station. So this could literally just go here. Not off the road. I want to be able to make sure I can throw another road out there. So we'll go back. We'll go there for the water pumping station. Just for the time being. We will need to obviously connect up electricity and all of that. But if we now go into... I know what I'm doing. If we go into... How do I see what the water connection pipes are? Oh, there we go. Water connection pipes. You can see that's connected up to there. We do need to get some sewage lines going up to here. We do need that. And I believe we may need a little bit of road on that as well. But we'll find out. Does this just need sewage? I just go from there and bring it... Oh! Oh, that struggled a little bit with that one there. If I just go to there and bring that into there, is that going to connect that one up? And is that going to stop moaning now? That is going to stop moaning now. So that one just needs the sewage connection. Nice and simple. The next thing we need to do is we need to get our electricity from here into our city. Now, there is a very simple way of doing this, especially early on. You just need a transformer station. So we need to put this down somewhere. And I'm thinking we could just come off of this side street here. The wind is blowing. We'll go back into that. The wind is blowing this way. So I kind of want all my industrial stuff not blowing into my city. So I'm thinking like up around here somewhere. So let's go back to that. Let's continue this road. I want to come out of that mode. There we go. Click on the end of this road and let's make it a little bit curvy. Let's go straight for a bit. Like that. And then we're going to curve it to sort of come up around here somewhere. Let's just do a curve there. And then back to straight road. 180 please, thank you. And we just do a straight road all the way up to there. Back into what we were doing, back to our grid on our road. Oh, I've deleted my side road as well. So we just go up one. I don't want a grid anymore, thank you. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Stop, cancel, into there, down to there, back into there. Then we go back into our grid and we go like that. Across there like that. Keep the section in the middle. It's a little bit raised at the back, but that's fine. I can live with that. Now we want to get in our transformer station ready to connect into the electricity. I'm just going to go the end of this road here. Then we want to get power line connected. I don't know how this works. I think that's right. Then we obviously don't need this or this anymore because now that's connecting straight into there. So we have water, we have electricity, and we have sewage, all in, all connected now. I believe that's all connected anyway. The electricity is going to come from outside of the city. So let's just quickly press play a second. Water availability, it still says 0. Are we not connected? Do I have to do a thing? No, now we got loads of water. Water trade, sewage, sewage treatment. We got some sewage treatment and export. That's fine. Electricity available. Obviously, we're bringing all of ours in. Is this all connected? This is all connected for electricity, right? Electricity is the orange. Is electricity the orange? I'm so confused. Yes, electricity is the orange. So that, excuse me, is all connected up with electricity. Although, do we need to give you some electricity? Hopefully not. We're forced to import some. I can deal with importing some. That's fine. Let's get some of our first houses in. I'm going to go away from that side. This square, this square, this square, and this square. Then I want to get just a tiny little bit of commercial in. How can I make that smaller? Oh, I didn't want to do all of that square. So let's ping you off of there. I don't know the sizes of the buildings anymore. It used to be 4x4s. No, I'm going to cancel that. I wanted to cancel that. Let's leave you like that. Let's go some commercial up either side of this road, but nothing special. And then we'll go out on that road and out on that road all the way, but not connecting to our main road. Now it's saying we don't need any more of that. So we want to go back to our industrial. We want to go up here and get some industrial stuff in. I'm just going to take this full square for the time being and see what happens. Watch our little demand pull down as we built that in. Demand, demand, demand. Keep going down, keep going down. This is what we like. Now we're into it. We have started playing. Demand for industrial has gone all the way down, but commercial, residential, sorry, has not. So we'll kill in this square here as well. I do think maybe we should do that ready for it for later, and then why's that gone a funny grey in there? Don't know. But anyway, we'll fill that in as well with the residential, and now we are rolling. Now, how do we get up to our first level? What do we? That's not it. How do we? Is it this one? No. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. City information. Progression. Oh, there we go. 750 XP to the next milestone. It was milestones, just the button I needed to click on. Didn't realise this was happening across here, but there we go. We've got no points, obviously, and we are 200-ish XP away from the next level. So let's just let this play for a little bit. We need to put stuff down to get XP, though, don't we? So let's carry on. It's still saying we got demand for houses. We still got a bit of demand for industrial. This industrial is a little bit far out of the town as well. So maybe we will see a bit more industrial. We definitely need a lot more residential. I didn't think it was going to be this quite extreme on the residential. That pumping station will eventually move, so let's just build in around it. Let's give all of you some houses as well. And then I think we do want to get this side road in here connected up. I want to just do it into... I've messed it up. I want to do it straight into that junction. If I don't do curve, we go like that. And like that. That's not too bad, he says. Excuse me, I do apologise. A little bit of a sore throat going on at the moment. We'll leave that there. Do we make that a little mini roundabout? No, I'm going to leave it for the time being. We'll see how it goes. Who are you? Are you our first person moving in? You're a delivery vehicle. Are you the first person moving in? Private vehicle. We have our first resident. The Parker family. I say resident. Residents. Mercia Parker is our first person. Where are you going? Let's follow you for a minute and see where you end up. You're turning into our lovely little housing area. Where are you going to go and live? I want to see your house. Let's keep going. Come on, where are you going? We should have probably sped it up a little bit. Whoa, whoa. There we go. You're going to move into this house here. 112 Lafayette Street. There we go. Apparently wealthy. Good old, where are you? What's her name? Oh, it's changed. That wasn't the same person. That's the Parker family. Where are you? Oh, you're going to 119 Lafayette Street. How do I get to there? You're in this one. There we go. 3 people living in this one. There we go. That's all the people, our lovely first citizens. Should we follow our first citizen? I don't quite know how to do it. That was, you were driving. How do we follow? There we go. Well, I don't know how to come. Oh, down here. That's how we come back to that. Followed citizen, our first person moving in. That's what we like. In you go. Zoom out a little bit there. And let's just leave this running. Let's try and get up to the next level. We've got a lot of XP to go, so let's start building some more roads. I feel like we'll just go something similar on the other side of this. So we'll start with that. I want to go into my roads. We've got the 3-lane asymmetric road. We'll just go to there, and we'll pull that into that junction as well. Oh, like into straight road might be helpful. There we go. So that's now in there. It's a little bit jumpy. It's early doors, and I don't have the most amazing PC in the entire world. So now we'll go from here. We'll go back into our sort of squared mode. We'll go to there, and we'll bring that one out. Oh, there's a lot of uneven terrain around there, so we won't. We'll go this side. It's not going to be as big. We can always bring it into the road. So if we go up like that, try and keep the terrain relatively level, he says. We'll go into there with that side. It's not the most level, but it will do. Actually, I quite like it. It's like stepped up. I kind of want to do the same again on the other side. So we're going to do that. Down you go. Oh, it doesn't like that very much. Why aren't you connecting to there? What have I done wrong that it wouldn't like that very much? What about if we go like that? Now will it let me? No, you don't like this. You do not like this at all. Okay. So maybe we have to do it this way. Nope. Can I do one section? Okay, looks like we're not doing it that way. We're just going to build it in ourselves like we used to back in the day. Cities Skylines 1. Do we call it 1? I don't even know anymore. We're going to call it 1 for the time being. And then I'm going to bring this road out to in line with that road. 90 degree, 180. That's what I want. In to go there. And you go down there. Then we'll bring... Do you know what? I'm going to leave that. We've got a little bridge here. Oh, no. We've got a little filled in road. That's a cool little feature. I like that. In you go there. So we'll keep that. I'm going to leave this side a little bit open. But we definitely got a lot more demand for some residential. So let's just fill all of that in there with residential. We've got a little bit more demand for some industrial. So let's go back up here. Just another square in there, and let's see what happens. We've got no demand for commercial at the moment, but we still are... Oh, we're so close. We are so close to the next level. I have heard a little trick. You can just pop in roundabouts, and they are worth it for the XP. So I'm going to go roundabout just here for the entrance and the exit into our industrial area. 10 XP per one. How many have we got? I need 2.5 more roundabouts. I can always delete them, can't I? Roundabout, roundabout. Roundabout. There we go. That's what we like to see. We have gone up to Tiny Village with our first city in Cities Skylines 2. I'm so happy. Progression panel. Let's see what we've locked. So we've got loan limit we can increase. We've unlocked some new map tiles. I believe we can unlock some more map. Just going to pause it a second. Oh, is that... Do we get plus 100,000 or is that... Oh, no, we got 600,000 for going up to the level. I see it now. City budgeting's unlocked. City statistics unlocked. Medium density row housing. Europe and North America. Obviously, we're using the European. We've unlocked some more roads. Some more 4-lane, 5-lane asymmetric road. 4-lane one-way. Tiered bridge. Oh, we've got some healthcare, which we need to see in our development in a minute. And some garbage management. So let's jump into development. How many development points have we got? Just the one. Now, what do we go for? I'm not worried about electricity or water for the moment. We can come back to that later. We should have some basic stuff, don't we? So if I just go into here, we do have a basic medical clinic that we will need to put down. And what else have we got? Landfill and the landfill tools. We are going to need to build some of that in eventually. That is a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So that's going to need its own area. So maybe we go with the landfill off a road off of here. Oh, I need to delete them roundabouts. I really don't want them roundabouts there. Now, if you just zoom in a little bit more and click on the center circle. Center circle in the roundabout. That's how you easily get rid of them roundabouts. Now that we've done that. So, what roads have we unlocked? Oh, the extra stuff just in there. That's fine. I can see all of that. We've unlocked the hospital and the cemetery. Now, some of the YouTubers don't like doing the cemeteries. They much prefer crematorium. I'm not going to unlock my crematorium just yet. I'm going to stick with a cemetery because I feel like that gives you a more of a village vibe. And obviously, that row housing. All of this has all started building. So we'll leave all that as it is. Maybe we'll do some row housing sections in here. Maybe a long road across there with row housing either side. That'll be quite good. Once we got some more demand, because we're not quite there yet. So let's let it play. But I do want to get in our... No, not cemetery. I want to get in our medical clinic somewhere. And I feel like that could just go along here somewhere. Now, we've got to leave. When you're placing these buildings, you've got to make sure you leave room for expansion. Do I want it on the... I'm going to keep it on the side road there. Click in it, and then if we go into there, and you can see the upgrades, so you need to make sure room for that, that's fine. And then that can just clip onto the back or the side, so we know we've got that option there. Nice and easy for our hospital. It's really not liking my computer at the moment. My frame rate is just dropped very low, so maybe I need to go back in and edit my settings. But there we go. So far, so good. This is going uphill a bit, isn't it? That's fine. I can live with that. I'm going to build in another little road. Just going to try and connect from this one here to over here, keeping it straight as we can. 90, thank you. Stay at 90. There we go. And I'm going to do another one just up here. So I was going to keep it open. We're not going to do roads running down the middle of these, because these are going to be our row housing. And I know a little trick for this. Does this work with 4 or do we need 5? Because if it doesn't work with 4, I'm going to be a bit disappointed. Apparently, if you go like that, it does work with 4. If you put it on the end, they'll build that way, and I don't want them to build that way. I want them to build all this way. So I'm going to wait for them to build in. I'm going to do the same on the other side. Is it 4 and 4? Well, it's 5 and 4. One side's going to be bigger than the other up here. In you go there. We'll wait for that to load in before we start building in, should I say, before we start popping any more. But that'll do for the moment. Then what do we want? I did want to put in a cemetery. Where? Oh my, that is massive. What do we reckon? This is the main road, isn't it? So I reckon off of that main road there might be quite nice. And we'll do a road layout around it. But there we go. That is absolutely humongous. And we've got plenty of upgrades. One just straight off the side or the back. I can't see you yet, so we'll find out. And you just go in there. That's fine. We can add to that later. I'm not going to add to it now. But it's just nice to get it in so people can start having their needs taken care of. I've just noticed that's gone in at the end, so we can start building on there. And the very next thing we need to do is, I am going to pop in another roundabout, actually. I took one out and I didn't want to. I'm just going to go a tiny little roundabout in there. I'm going to do an asymmetrical road coming off of it, or into it, should I say. Just in there, like that. That is the right way round. Thank you, game. Just so they can come out and go either way. This is going to be landfill, isn't it? So I'm just going to go straight up there in a straight road. And then we're going to pop our landfill site down. Just there. That's not reaching into the city or the industrial area, so that's doing all right. Oh, that's just a bit of the... I wondered what was happening there. That's a bit of the old hawky-balkiness of the game. So, not of the game, of what I've created. So if we go... nice and straight line. We're just going to go to there. We're just going to try and keep it square, I think, for the time being. We can always edit it later if we need to. But now we have a landfill site in there. We have our, obviously, cemetery. We have our healthcare. We have some more housing going in and a little bit of industrial. But that's it. No one seems to want anything for the moment. We're all doing good. So I'm just going to let this run and see where we end up in just a little while. Well, the starts of our lovely little city is growing in quite nicely. We've got the hilly area up here, which I actually quite like being built into. It's made this area look a tiny little bit weird, but we shall see. I think now we can squeeze in and get these end pieces in. So I'll pop you in there, and I'll pop you in there in the same length. You can also go into there to the 5, and you can go into there to the 5. I think that's most of them built along there, so I'm going to go along the back with this one as well now. So we can get you in, and I'm also going to do... Can that one be 5 and 5? That one can be 5 and 5. So we'll go there for you, and we'll wait to fill the rest in for there. Saying we need a lot more industrial as well, so we'll get it on and get a bit more industrial in here. Ready to go. On for you, and on for you. And we'll see how that all fills in, hopefully quite nicely. We do need a tad bit more commercial as well. I think we could just go along the front next to our lovely little hospital. We want to leave some space, so I'm going to leave some space. I'm just going to go like that. Give it half and half. That's a big old building. Oh, you're going on the side. Actually, don't mind that. As long as these row houses stay going in the right place. That is the tiniest little row house ever in there, but we'll allow it. Quite a small one there, another small one there, and another small one there. It's a bit cramped, isn't it? Maybe we should have flattened the terrain. Maybe we'll come back to it another time. We'll see how it looks when these start building in at the top as well. Hopefully it might look a little bit better. There we go. What do we need to get up to the next level? Quite a lot of XP. I still quite haven't figured out how this all works. Am I getting XP when they build, or am I only getting XP when I place stuff? Somebody wants to go in that position. I don't know what that pop-up there was for, but we do need some more normal housing as well. So let's get some more roads in. Let's go around. Oh, we don't want to go around this, do we? Because we need side pieces to go on, and they're quite big, and I still don't know how big that one's going to be. I don't want to put them. We could just pop them on the back, so maybe we just go up some side roads for the moment, off of this main road. Let's just go to there. I'm going to leave... Oh, I don't know what to do. No, I'm not. I'm going to go... Oh, what's happening there? I didn't like that very much. I'm not going to go all the way on that one. I'm just going to go to there. Then I'm going to come out sort of in line with that and up and over the top. I'm not going to build the road in around the back at the moment. We'll leave that one like it is. But I do feel like we should sort of change the layout a little bit. I don't want to go all the way up to the highway. And obviously these houses that are going to come and be on the waterfront are going to be worth a little bit more. So what I'm thinking is if I come off of this road here straight for a little bit, and then we're going to do a little... can I do continuous, complex curve? Continuous, that's what I want. So if I curve that to say there, and then keep this going sort of around to the end. I don't want to go all the way to the end like that. So just making it look a little bit different. What I am going to do is I'm going to pop a little turny roundy place at the end there. Gives us some XP as well. Then if we go from here, let's curve that way and bring this up around. Again, I hope when we've unlocked the highways a bit more, we can put sound barriers in and things like that. This one is just going to be a straight up cul-de-sac. That's a bit far. Do we just bring them back in to that road? We'll do it like that. There we go. Nice little area there. This is going to be definitely singular houses like this, just a bit more spread out, looking a bit nicer. Then I do think we could squeeze another grid in here. If it's going to let me. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Go to there. We can grid out that section. That didn't like that very much. Up to the top. In there. We'll definitely get some more houses in there. I'm going to stick... Do I want row houses? No. I'm going to stick with normal ones. For here. There and there. We'll leave this section clear for the minute. But I am going to start filling in especially some of these bigger sections. Leaving the odd gap here and there. So we can put some of the... special houses in. Where are they? Is that here? No, that's specialized industry. I can't remember where everything is. We'll get to it later. I know we will. But there's a little bit for some special building. Oh, there it is. Signature buildings. When we start unlocking some signature buildings, we'll make sure we leave some space in there for them to go in. But we do want to start putting some stuff in here, especially in this little cul-de-sac area. Oh, I meant to make that all 4. That's a little one there. In you go, in you go. We just fill all of this in the middle section in and see how this turns out. My dogs are barking in the background. I do apologise. We'll leave that going like that for a minute. That's taking care of a lot of the housing need. We definitely need a bit more commercial. So let's go in front of this section. Hey, we've unlocked our first signature building. The Pop Musician Mansion. We'll definitely get that one placed down in a moment. But I want commercial along this front here. And I think I want to do it both sides, but not touching the main strip for the moment. We'll think of something for there later. A bit more commercial in there. I think we are going to need some more commercials. So maybe let's throw a little bit of commercial around our pumping house. In you go there, in you go there. We can slot some. Do I want to leave it to come out there? No, I'll just come off the bottom road if I need to. More commercial in there. There we go. And then we need to jump back over because we've definitely got some more industrial need. So we'll pop you in there. In fact, I'm just going to pop all of you up there as well. And maybe some more on here. Let's get you in. It's all right, Otto. That's my dog, by the way. It's not actually my dog. I'm currently house and dog sitting for a friend of mine while he's away training. So, there's my friend's dogs. But he's just having a little bit of a dream at the moment. That's all. He's in the living room behind me. Chilling out. There we go. I think we're going to have to sort of cut this to an end about here. Otherwise, it is going to be way too long. But what do you think so far? We've started Cities Skylines 2. We've only made it to the first milestone. I was definitely hoping to go a little bit further. But you actually have to build to go up the levels these days, not just have people moving in. So I get it. We've run out of demand for anything that we need for the moment. So again, we're just going to let this play. We'll come back in a minute. I'll do an outro in a moment. We'll get some more stuff placed down. Hopefully get us up to the next level before we end today's video. It's just started raining. You can hear that in the background. That's in-game, not in real life. Anyway, but we've made it. Small village. We've unlocked a milestone too. So let's go into the progression panel and see what we've unlocked. Taxation. That's good to see. Medium density housing. That's the different one from row housing. That is slightly different. We have got education, which means we've unlocked the elementary and the high school. We are going to need to get them in at some point. Now, development plans. We now have 3 points. And obviously, we're into schools. So we've got some basic schools. If I click on here, we've got the elementary and the high school, obviously. Let's go back into here. I'm just going to pause the game a second so we don't run into anything. Now, in the roads section, we can unlock parking, which I do think is quite important in this game because there's no such thing as pocket cars anymore. Everyone needs a place to park their vehicles. So I think that is quite important. Road services, I'm not sure if we'll need them. Roundabouts, we've got the small one, but this unlocks much bigger ones, which is definitely a lot better. Now, electricity, I'm not going to worry about this for the moment. Maybe the emergency battery station, just so we can store some electricity that we've bought in. Although, can you store electricity that you buy? I'm hoping so. Maybe that's something we should think of. Water, I'm not worried for the moment. We'll come back to that one again. Hospital, crematorium, not until we get a little bit bigger. Recycling centre and incineration plant. We probably should get the recycling centre to stop so much garbage piling up, but we will see. And then in here, college. So, in fact, I don't think I want to use any of my development points at the moment. We have unlocked 7 new grids, though, which is always a good sign. So we could plenty of expansion if we want to. That's a cool-looking bridge going across there. I like that. But anyway, and as you can see, you buy these sort of one little square at a time, and you don't have to connect to where you already are. You can build the square out here if you want to, but you do kind of need to make sure it's on a road. In fact, this one would be quite a good one, because this road here does actually nip all the way in and connect into our city up here. So anything along this road and this road along here, we could quite easily add to, even down here as well. That all connects into this main highway. So yeah, we could build in a lot of places if we wanted to. Can we see? I can't see natural resources. We need to get up to the next level before we can see natural resources. So I'm not going to buy anywhere yet, because before we do that, I want to see natural resources. Although, what have you got waiting for a hearse? Well, we got a cemetery. It's big. It's plenty big enough. Might just have to wait a minute. That's all. Let's get it back on play. Leave it running at a normal speed, but we will get there. What else have we got to put in? So we do need to put in the elementary school. That's a big old building as well. By the cemetery? I mean, my elementary school was by the cemetery. I'm not going to lie. Near a church. Definitely not on that side because we need expansion for the cemetery. But I do feel like we could go on there, and I like that. So that's what we're going to do with the elementary school. Everybody can get there. In you go. Lovely elementary school added. Again, look for your upgrades. Make sure you've got space in around them. So I can't fit that one that side. That just increases in the middle, so that's fine. And I could get that one on. What are you? Are you a park? Playground. We will throw a playground on for the little kiddie winkles just there. There we go. Parking is something we are going to need something very soon, so I do think that will be the next one we unlock. We do also want to get in a high school, and that is an even bigger building. I think that should go at the top of the hill, don't you? I like that. Now, I want it to be attached to this road, so I do need that. That's a 45. Go to there. We'll keep that at 45. There we go. That's a lot straighter. And that's definitely where we're going to put in our, what is this one? High school. In here. That's going to be cool. In you go. Right on the corner. And then, yeah, it's a little bit wonky going on all around the roads at the moment. Yeah, that is a thing I didn't quite anticipate for. Maybe we need to bring this road out just a little bit more to connect into that. Make sure the car park is connected up. And for you as well. There we go. Now I want to go back in. I want to try and smooth by some of this land out. Make this not look so nasty up around there. In there. And also not so nasty up around there as well. We will bring some more roads into it later on. Let's just smooth all of this out. Let's level it out a bit further so we can smooth it out a little bit better. In you go. Out you come around here. And then we should be able to soften that so it doesn't look so harsh on the eyes. Just looks a bit harsh on the environment. But that's fine. We can deal with that one. Out you come. You'll just have to do for the moment. You're all building out. Look at all these row houses. They look fantastic. So we are going to squeeze a couple more of the row housing in, which is this one here. Just filling in the gaps that we missed before. Making sure they go in the right place. In you go, in you go. And then we're also going to do the remainder of this top section. In they go right there. I think it's a bit wonky. Everything's a bit sloped, but I quite like it. It's a shame about these gardens here, but one of them things. It is what it is. Let's carry on going around. Hopefully these will all start building in and looking fantastic. Our lovely high school. What upgrades do you have? You fit inside the base. You fit inside the base. And you are a giant sports arena. We could just bring down the side, but we are going to need parking. I'm going to leave that one up for the minute. But there we go. We have definitely started a beautiful new city in Cities Skylines 2. Don't forget, let me know in the comments below what you think we should call this city. We are definitely thinking of car-related things because, I am the virtual mechanic, and after all. So let me know some ideas for some city names. Can be absolutely anything. Something car-related, something not. Vote for it. If you see one in the comments you like, just leave it a cheeky little thumbs up, and we'll go from there. So yes, leave me some comments. Thank you so much for watching as we just nip into night in our small village. When we come back next Friday, we'll definitely be building a lot more commercial. We're going to need a big commercial zone. I'm feeling we can come up and around here a bit more. This is going to be a bit... Oh, before we leave, we are going to put in our pop musician's mansion on the waterfront somewhere. Maybe right down at the end. Won't let me. That's in water. We'll go there, and I'm not going to build anything opposite that one because, oh, too far. That's going to be our lovely, glorious little pop stars mansion. What benefits does that give us? +2 well-being within 500 meters. So everyone in this cul-de-sac, I don't quite know how far 500 meters is going to be. Does it give me a ring? It doesn't. But everything in this cul-de-sac, at the very least, is going to have a lot more better. Good English. A lot better well-being going on there. Anyway, nighttime in our city. That's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed our first visit starting a brand new city in Cities Skylines 2. I am so happy to be playing this game. It feels like I've been waiting forever for it, but it's one of those things. Absolutely enjoyable game. You should all get involved. Play if you can afford to buy the game. Obviously, that's entirely up to you. But this is absolutely great, and I cannot wait to expand this city even further with you all watching. So do click that subscribe button down below if you want to see plenty more Cities Skylines 2. Be doing one episode a week of Cities Skylines 2 for the foreseeable future, because this is an absolutely fantastic game. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around to the end. I really do appreciate it. Give us a cheeky little like. Leave me some comments, some name suggestions for our city, what you think of Cities Skylines 2, and share this video if you think someone will enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Like and subscribe for Virtual Mechanic.